In one of the social networks, I met a girl named Anya. In the beginning, our communication did not impress me much. However, as time went on, I started to like Anya more and more. We exchanged messages every evening, and we had many common interests. Gradually, we realized that our communication needed to go beyond text messages, and we started talking on the phone. These conversations could drag on for hours, and we discussed many topics while finding that our opinions converged on most issues. I always looked forward to receiving a call from Anya, and her voice seemed exceptionally beautiful. It seemed that after hearing it live, I might fall in love with this girl. Her pictures also confirmed that she was beautiful. At some point, I started to think about meeting Anya in person. But it turned out to be a difficult task as she lived in another city. Nevertheless, we continued to communicate in this way for almost a whole year. When I finally offered to arrange a meeting, Anya gladly agreed, and we set a day to meet. I bought a plane ticket and was looking forward to seeing her in person. And so, I flew to the city where Anya lived. We got in touch and she gave me instructions on how to get to her house. It turned out that she lived with her parents, and I had the task of meeting her mom and dad in front of me. I stood in front of the apartment door of a girl I had never seen in person. My heart was racing and I was worried. I pressed the bell and the door was opened to me by Anya's mom. I handed her a bouquet of flowers I had bought on the way in, but she gave me a strange look and said, "Who are you here to see, young man?" "To see your daughter," I replied with confidence. "Anya said she had a guest coming over today, didn't she?" But the mother was clearly confused and replied with bewilderment. "What kind of nonsense are you talking about? Yuta passed away a year ago, she couldn't have invited you." For a moment, my worldview collapsed. It was hard for me to believe what was going on, and I thought it was some kind of cruel joke. I asked for clarification, and Anya's mother told me that her daughter had died in a car accident a year ago. It turned out that it was strange to her, too, that her daughter was communicating with me online and on the phone. We checked Anya's smartphone, which was in the closet turned off, and found all of our correspondence and call history confirming that I had indeed been communicating with Anya for almost a year. But there was no explanation for it. Later, Anya's father came home, who was also shocked by my account of our communication with his daughter. Anya didn't show herself and didn't respond to social media or calls anymore. It all seemed like some surreal dream. I spent the night in a hotel and flew home in the morning. And so ended my communication with the girl who turned out to be a dead woman.